जी नाज़रीन, आप प्रोग्राम देख रहे हैं सच क्या है, मैं हूं अदनान खान। कहते हैं कि जो ज़िंदगी में चीज़ें तय की जाती हैं, ममालिक जो ख़ास तौर पे होते हैं, मुल्कों के दरमियान जो बातें होती हैं वो तय करनी पड़ती हैं। ऐसा आपके पास कोई चॉइस नहीं होता कि आप अपने नेबर्स तब्दील कर लें। जो नेबर्स आपके होते हैं, हमसाया जो होते हैं, उनके साथ आप अपने जो रिलेशन हैं, तल्लुकात अच्छे रख सकते हैं, या उनको उनमें बिगाड़ पैदा करके अपनी और उनकी जो ज़िंदगी है उसको अज़ाब बना सकते हैं। यही हालत आज जिससे हमें बात करनी है। पाकिस्तान और इंडिया दो ऐसे हमसाया ममालिक हैं जो तकरीबन 70-72 साल पहले एक ही कंट्री था, फिर ये तकसीम हो गए, दो कंट्री बन गए, अब 2 के 3 हो गए हैं, बांग्लादेश अलग हो गया। लेकिन ये जो फ्रेंडली स्टेट के तौर पे सामने आई थी, चंद ही सालों बाद ये एनिमी स्टेट्स डिक्लेयर हो गई एक दूसरे के साथ। इनके रिलेशन ऐसे हैं कि जिसको इन शॉर्ट वर्ड कहा जाता है लव एंड हेट। ये जब लव करते हैं तो इतना लव करते हैं कि दोनों लगता है कि फिर एक हो गए हैं, और जब ये हेट करते हैं तो इतनी वो शिद्दत से हेट करते हैं कि लगता है शायद थर्ड वर्ल्ड वार शुरू होने वाली है। इस पे आज हमने बात करनी है। मैं आपको मेहमानों से मिलवा देता हूँ। मैं मिलवाने से पहले ये ज़रूर बता दूँ आपको, कहते हैं कि जितना अच्छा मामलात को औरतें हैंडल करती हैं शायद उतना अच्छा मर्द नहीं करते। मर्दों में कोई ईगो आ जाती है, कभी वो अपना माचोपन दिखाना शुरू कर देते हैं। औरतों ने बहुत सी चीज़ें मैनेज की होती हैं, तो वो उनका जो अप्रोच है वो बेहतर होती है एज़ कम्पेयर टू मैन साइड। ये मेरी ओपिनियन है, आप इससे इख्तलाफ कर सकते हैं। मैं आपको मेहमानों से मिलवा दूँ। डॉक्टर सुंदर सली हैं, टीचर हैं ऑक्सफोर्ड यूनिवर्सिटी में, वेलकम टू द शो। अनीता कपूर जी हैं, एक्स डिप्टी मेयर हैं इलिंग काउंसिल की, आपका भी शुक्रिया, आप तशरीफ़ लाई। आप का तल्लक इंडिया से है, आज हम इंडियन वर्जन आपसे लेंगे। और हमारी तीसरी मेहमान डॉक्टर रुबीना हुसैन हैं। ये हैं तो मेडिकल डॉक्टर, लेकिन उन्होंने अमेरिका से MPA किया है, पब्लिक एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन जो होती है, फिर सिंगापुर से इन्होंने MBA किया। डॉक्टर साहब, ये तालीम का सिलसिला आपका खासा लंबा है, इस पे आज हम बात नहीं करेंगे। आज हम बात करेंगे इंडिया पाकिस्तान के रिलेशन से। तो आप दोनों की इजाज़त से मैं डॉक्टर साहब से शुरू कर लूँ। जी डॉक्टर सुंदर, आप कैसे देखती हैं जो इंडिया पाकिस्तान का रिलेशन है, वेयर दिस विल गो?
जी अदनान, आई थिंक बिफोर वी लुक एट वेयर इट विल गो, आई थिंक हम थोड़ा सा इसको हम हिस्टोरिकली देखते हैं। जो मेरा इसमें जो मेरी अंडरस्टैंडिंग है, मेरा एनालिसिस है इंडिया और पाकिस्तान का, लाइक यू सेड इट्स अ लव एंड हेट रिलेशनशिप। आई थिंक इसमें ज़्यादा इंसिडेंसेस ऑफ हेट ही रहे हैं सिंस 1947। और ये ऐसा
सिंस 1949, 2 साल पहले ठीक ही थे ऑलमोस्ट।
जी, वो हाँ, पार्टीशन के टाइम वो बहुत जो वायलेंस हुई है इसमें,
उसके बाद 2 साल उन्होंने थोड़ा सा ना काम डाउन, फ्रेंडली स्टेट रही थी। आपको याद होगा गांधी साहब ने कहा था कि अगर पाकिस्तान के हिस्से के पैसे नहीं दोगे तो मैं वो हंगर स्ट्राइक कर दूंगा।
जी बिल्कुल। इसमें उस वक्त डिफरेंट लीडर्स, उन सब ने डिफरेंट अपने ग्रुप्स को जो रिप्रेजेंट कर रहे थे। लेकिन अब जो इंडिया और पाकिस्तान का है रिलेशन एट द मोमेंट, वो आई थिंक काफ़ी एट एन ऑल टाइम लो है। कम्युनिकेशन, पॉलिटिकल जो दोनों पॉलिटिकल सेगमेंट्स ऑफ सोसाइटी हैं वो इतना नहीं कम्युनिकेट कर रहे, प्राइम मिनिस्टर्स नहीं इतनी वो कम्युनिकेशन नहीं हो रही। लेकिन हिस्टोरिकली हम जो मेरी अंडरस्टैंडिंग है इंडिया और पाकिस्तान को लेके, आई थिंक ये एक बहुत ही डीप रूटेड प्रॉब्लम है जो सोसाइटी में शुरू हुआ था बिफोर 1947। इसमें अगर हम सोशलॉजिकली देखें सोसाइटी में, सो हिंदूज एंड मुस्लिम्स वर लिविंग टुगेदर एंड एंड नॉट जस्ट इन दैट पार्ट ऑफ द वर्ल्ड, बट अगर हम दूसरी कंट्रीज़ को देखें, अभी मलेशिया में हिंदूज, मुस्लिम्स, क्रिश्चियंस इकट्ठे रह रहे हैं,
और यहाँ पे
भी सो इट्स नॉट कि आप रह नहीं सकते, हारमोनियसली रह सकते हैं और रहे फॉर मैनी ईयर्स। लेकिन उस वक्त फिर ऐसे सोसाइटल चेंजेस आए कि वन ग्रुप मुस्लिम्स फेल्ट दैट दे वर नॉट बीइंग रिप्रेजेंटेड इन सम पार्ट्स ऑफ लाइफ, एंड सो उसमें बी एट द लेबर मार्केट, एजुकेशन, इवन जस्ट कल्चरली उनको एक मार्जिनलाइजेशन फील हुई, और वो इतनी ज़्यादा हुई कि वो एक अपराइजिंग हुई। सो उसकी वजह से मुझे लगता है कि वो कभी रिजॉल्व नहीं हो सका। आई थिंक इवन आफ्टर नाउ दैट वी हैव इंडिया एंड पाकिस्तान, आई थिंक वो कहीं ना कहीं हेट्रेड और वो जो मार्जिनलाइजेशन थी, और उसके बाद जो कश्मीर इशू है, एंड विल कम बैक टू, उस पर हम डिटेल में डिस्कस कर सकते हैं, बट कुछ इश्यूज ऐसे हैं जो अभी तक नहीं रिजॉल्व हुए, बट उस वक्त ये जो एक सोसाइटल उनको अगर हम एटमॉस्फेयर अगर हम उस वक्त की डॉक्यूमेंट्रीज देखें तो जो मुस्लिम्स रहते थे इंडिया में उनकी उनको एक फीलिंग ऑफ डिस्क्रिमिनेशन होती थी, उनको लगता था कि उनको फेयर ट्रीटमेंट नहीं मिल रही. आई मीन वन ऑफ द वेरी गुड
same in the Pakistan?
Muslims in Pakistan, you mean?
No, the Hindus or the minorities in Pakistan.
Yes, we can say कि minorities in Pakistan are also उनके भी issues और concerns हैं पाकिस्तान में, but उस
at that time उनको भी feel होता है we left alone. जो हिंदू सिख पाकिस्तान में रह गए,
अच्छा
सिंध में रह गए थे खासे अच्छे खासे, पंजाब से तो ऑलमोस्ट चले गए थे
जी.
उनकी फीलिंग भी ऐसी थी.
आप 1947 के बाद की बात कर रहे हैं.
1947 immediately.
ऑफ कोर्स कि मूवमेंट्स चलती रही. खालिस्तान की मूवमेंट जो आ गई कि कि उनको अपनी स्टेट चाहिए, बलोचिस्तान उनको अपनी स्टेट चाहिए, लेकिन ये आई थिंक सिर्फ हिंदूज और मुस्लिम्स का प्रॉब्लम नहीं था और इशू सिर्फ उनका नहीं था.
जो आपने बातें की ना, आई मस्ट डिफर विद यू. जो खालिस्तान मूवमेंट थी वो बाकायदा एक सेपरेटिस्ट मूवमेंट बन गई थी
जी.
उसको इंदिरा गांधी ने क्रश किया, जैसे भी किया. अब उसमें वो दमखम नहीं है. लेकिन बलूचिस्तान के हवाले से वहाँ पे कभी इस तरह का कोई स्लोगन नहीं आया कि हमें इंडिपेंडेंस चाहिए या
नहीं. स्लोगन यस पॉलिटिकली वो इतने एडवांस नहीं हुए, लेकिन वहाँ के लोगों की अगर आप उनसे बात करें आइडेंटिटी इशू. मेरे एक अपने इन माय ओन प्रोफेशन आई मेट समबडी हु वाज फ्रॉम बलोचिस्तान एंड
वन इंडिविजुअल कैन बी
not just one individual but there have been social movements in Balochistan. वो politically इतने एडवांस नहीं हुए, but I'm saying कि वो जो individuals हैं बलोचिस्तान they do have a part of the society, उनका एक डिफरेंस उनको फील होता है कि वो बलोची हैं, पाकिस्तानी नहीं हैं. उनको भी एक सेंस ऑफ वो मार्जिनलाइजेशन है. सो ये सिर्फ हिंदू मुस्लिम का प्रॉब्लम नहीं था. आई डोंट थिंक ये सिर्फ हम कह सकते हैं कि हिंदूज ने मार्जिनलाइज किया मुस्लिम्स को. इवन पाकिस्तान में बाद में ईस्ट और वेस्ट पाकिस्तान में जो हुआ
वो तो टू डिफरेंट आइडेंटिटी थी. उनका इकट्ठे होना भी एक वो मिलकर से काम नहीं था.
मुस्लिम और जिस आइडेंटिटी पे वो.
अच्छा, हम दूसरी तरफ निकल जाएंगे इस टॉपिक को. तो इसको समराइज इंडिया पाकिस्तान के रिलेशन पे जाओ.
आई थिंक हिस्टोरिकली कि मुझे लगता है सोसाइटी में मुस्लिम्स दे फेल्ट मार्जिनलाइज्ड. उस वक्त एक इसमें अगर हम उस वक्त की डॉक्यूमेंट्रीज देखें और उस वक्त की जो मुस्लिम्स की सेंटिमेंट्स थी उनको अंडरस्टैंड करें, दे फेल्ट लाइक they were perhaps being treated worse than the untouchables at that time. So वो एक मुझे लगता है marginalization की वजह से वो मूवमेंट शुरू हुई. लेकिन उसके बाद कुछ ऐसे फंडामेंटल इश्यूज हैं लाइक द कश्मीर इशू, जो वाटर डिस्प्यूट है, शिमला कोड, काफ़ी डिफरेंट उसमें जो हैं वो अभी तक रिजॉल्व नहीं हुए और उसकी वजह से ये टेंशन मुझे लगता है अभी तक नहीं. और एंड आई थिंक अल्टीमेटली कश्मीर शुड एक्चुअली डिपार्ट वेज फ्रॉम बोथ, बट वो एक सेपरेट टॉपिक है. बट आई थिंक कश्मीर की वजह से बहुत ही टेंशन रिजॉल्व नहीं हो पा रही.
ये आपने एक अच्छा समराइज किया. नेताजी, सारी बातें आपने सुनी. 3-4 जंगें भी हमने लड़ी, बड़ी दोस्तियां भी की, दुश्मनियां भी की. हाल क्या देख रही हैं आप? क्या?
I think what has happened is that we've damaged our children to this hatred. During the partition, both sides were damaged. Yes, moving from one home to another. And I think we've passed that hatred because of the suffering, or our parents passed that hatred to us because of the suffering they had in having to move from their homes. Coming to what it is now, I think it is beyond the prime ministers that we need to talk.
It's not only the prime ministers.
It is not only the prime ministers, because obviously they are governed, or what should I say, they have their own issues of elections and wanting to win, feeling the sentiments of certain groups who control the sentiments of the people, whether it's religion.
Innocent people.
Nobody's innocent, whether it's political, whether it's this, whether it's that. What the normal person on the street has to learn, enough. And I tell you, the women on both sides near the border should say enough. It is our children who are being murdered, our fathers, our brothers. Enough. We hold hands and say, you're on that side of the border, you will not send anybody to kill us, and we will not retaliate and kill anybody on the other side. The time has come, like in Ireland, the women to get this and say no more. Enough.
Enough is enough.
Enough is enough. We want peace. We want our children to meet each other. We have the same heritage. pra nu marya. That is a shame. Whether
No,
you're
but we have
Muslim,
tried this. Vajpayee Sahab, he came to Pakistan on the bus and
they did their best.
and after that what happened?
They are the past, and they've done their
So who is responsible? The Prime Minister wants to do
They
that.
are responsible. The women of this two
No, you are
countries
responsible for the future.
No, I'm responsible for the present because only I can bring the change. As I meaning the women can bring the change. Because Ma te kehte na, she is the epitome of
Of course, she
compassion and
is.
love. So as mothers, do we want our fathers, our brothers and our sons dying or our daughters dying? If you say no, let's start a movement, no more war. Let's talk about development. Let's talk about toilets for our girls to go into schools.
Into fields.
Let's talk about health service. Let's talk about all these issues. We're born and we have to die. What are we going to leave for our daughters? Ladai, jagre, syape? No. We want peace. We want a wonderful life for our kids. You have to have that vision in your brain. I want peace. I want love. I want to see all our grandchildren having a wonderful time together. If we see that as a vision, then will all women work towards that. Mendi, you're right, ego hundi hai. That's why the women of both the countries say enough. We want to meet our sisters. We want to have all this fun. Why should we be frightened? Are our sons or our fathers going to come home? Both sides. It's a tragedy.
It is.
And we have to stop it. Like in Ireland, they stopped it.
The women played a vital role in that.
As I said, in Ireland, they stop it. Let's stop it now. Let's say...
It can be a women's movement, yes. Like I
We're
think,
sisters.
तो बीना जी आपने
कोई परिवार थे।
बातें सारी सुनी दोनों की, आप भी अपना कुछ इनपुट इसमें?
मैं ये देख रही थी कि ये बड़ा इमोशनल ले रहे हैं इसको। इंडिया पाकिस्तान रिलेशनशिप इतना आसान नहीं है।
जो तो हम भी यही कहने आसान नहीं, हाँ जी।
इसके
But they try to make it simple.
इसका एक एस्पेक्ट नहीं है,
It is
हाँ जी।
simple.
सिंपल नहीं है।
हाँ जी।
देखिए इसका सबसे बड़ा एस्पेक्ट है पॉलिटिकल, ठीक है, कल्चरल, रिलीजियस, सोशल, देयर आर सो मेनी
And water dispute the main.
वो डिस्प्यूट्स हैं, वो डिस्प्यूट्स हैं, दीज आर डिफरेंसेस,
Okay.
डिफरेंसेस और डिस्प्यूट्स आर
There is a
डिफरेंट।
difference, yes.
सो डिफरेंसेस हमारे
दो
सबसे
अलग चीजें।
पहला हमारा दो कौमी नजरिया है जिसे हम डिनाई नहीं कर सकते।
Okay.
सबसे पहले हमने पाकिस्तान इसलिए नहीं लिया था कि हम जी बड़े गुडी गुडी खेल रहे हैं और हम बड़े अच्छे हैं, हम रह सकते हैं। हम तो हर एक के साथ रह सकते हैं, हम हर एक के साथ रह रहे हैं। हम हिंदू, मुस्लिम, सिख, ईसाई सब इकट्ठे रह रहे थे। अब इंडिया में इस वक्त हर कौम रह रही है, लेकिन पाकिस्तान में भी रह रही है। यही सारे लोग बाहर ग्लोबली हर मुल्क में रह रहे हैं। वहाँ तो ये बड़े दोस्त हैं,
हाँ जी।
ठीक है। वहाँ सिर्फ एक बॉर्डर पाकिस्तान के साथ ही इनका डिस्प्यूट है, ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए। अगर आप बाहर के मुल्कों में, फिर हमारे डिफरेंसेस में अगर पॉलिटिकल देखें तो हमारा कोई मसला नहीं है, वो जैसे मर्जी जीते हैं, जेड़ा मर्जी आए, हमें
हाँ,
इससे कुछ
ठीक है।
लेना
Their- their life, let
It's
them-
their country,
हाँ जी।
but they are 5 times bigger than us. हम छोटे हैं और हम बिल्कुल उजड़ के पाकिस्तान में आए थे, वो तो अपने बने बनाए में बैठे हुए।
That is wrong. मेरे parents भी आए उजड़
No,
के
they
आए.
came
हाँ।
from Pakistan, ना?
They
पाकिस्तान।
came from Pakistan and to
हाँ।
India उजड़ के आए.
लेकिन उतने हमारे पास तो रिसोर्सेज ही नहीं थे। वी वर पेनीलेस, हमारे पास तनख्वाहें नहीं थी, हमारे पास, हमने उसको थोड़ा थोड़ा करके अपने आप को ऊपर लेके आए।
ठीक।
और अगर आप कंपैरिजन ही करना चाहें तो पाकिस्तान ने इंडिया से ज्यादा तरक्की की है। कुछ ना हो के बनाना और सब कुछ होते हुए बनाना, इसमें दो बेस फर्क है, दोनों डिफरेंस है। तो हमारे डिफरेंसेस हैं। सिंगापुर मलेशिया अलग हुआ, उनके फर्क कोई भी नहीं है। मलेशिया एंटायरली अलग है, सिंगापुर एंटायरली अलग है,
Culturally भी अलग है।
सब कुछ अलग है। वो एक मुस्लिम कंट्री है मलेशिया, एंटायरली डिफरेंट कल्चर है। सिंगापुर एंटायरली डिफरेंट कल्चर है, बट दे
Singapore is a lot
आर
Muslim, ना? बहुत मुस्लिम।
वो बिल्कुल एक डिफरेंट टाइप ऑफ कंट्री है। उसमें आप सब इकट्ठे रह रहे हैं। सारा दिन जो है मलेशिया से और सिंगापुर से लोग आते हैं, जॉब करते हैं, सारे वहाँ इकट्ठे रह रहे हैं। इवन अभी तक सिंगापुर की जो लैंग्वेज वो है गवर्नमेंट की ऑफिशियल लैंग्वेज, वो मलय है, इट इज़ नॉट इंग्लिश, जबकि वो इंग्लिश कंट्री है। सो इवन देन दे आर वेरी हैप्पी, दे डोंट हैव एनी डिस्प्यूट। हम डिस्प्यूट बनाना चाहें तो आप घर में भी बना सकते हैं, आप ना बनाना चाहें कहीं भी नहीं बना सकते। सो जब भी हमारा पॉलिटिकल स्टांस आता है, इलेक्शन आया है इंडिया में, तो जी पाकिस्तान को एंटी पाकिस्तान मूवमेंट शुरू हो जाती है। अच्छा, उसके बाद हमारे इलेक्शन आते हैं, हमने तो कभी यूज नहीं किया इस चीज को कि जी इंडिया ये इंडिया वो, हमें तो अपनी ही प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व कर लें तो बड़ी बात है। फिर आप कल्चरल आ जाएं, दुनिया जहान में ये है कि जी कल्चरली हम ये कहाँ डिफरेंस है, सिर्फ एक फ़र्क है कि हम बीफ खाते हैं और ये नहीं खाते। मतलब गाय की वजह से आप कितने मर्डर होते हैं इंडिया में, गाय की वजह से कितनी किलिंग्स होती हैं इंडिया में। पूरी दुनिया में गाय खाई जाती है, वहां पे क्यों नहीं होती?
सबसे बड़ा जो एक्सपोर्टर
इंडिया खुद है। इंडिया खुद है, इंडिया जो है वो गाय का भी एक्सपोर्टर है, इंडिया गाय के लेदर का एक्सपोर्टर है सबसे बड़ा।
बीफ करते तो
लेदर भी देंगे। तो आप इस चीज को सिर्फ आप लोगों ने एक पोलिटिसाइज किया हुआ है, हर चीज को, कल्चर को भी आपने पोलिटिसाइज किया, फिर रिलीजन को भी पोलिटिसाइज कर दिया। हमारी ईद आती है तो ये अगर ये इतने ही ओपन हार्ट हैं इनके, तो इनको कम से कम 70 सालों में एक बार तो ये हमें बताएं कि किस वक्त दे मूव फॉरवर्ड। नेवर।
चलिए ये नीता से पूछते हैं।
As I said, India has moved forward. It's now Modi ji. I support Modi ji, and I'll tell you why.
Okay, it's your choice. No
Development.
problem. Yes.
He is concerned about development, and he has picked very close to my heart toilets in schools for women. This country has now, you can get sanitary towels in schools, so they've obviously followed our route. Thing is that with the problem with Pakistan, and I see it, they're never ready to see their own failings. They're always criticizing, and with all due respect, कि India ये, India वो, but tell me what development has Pakistan done? You watch the TV, where do they talk about health? Where do they talk about issues that doesn't make it seem as if it's paradise, and it's not. You see the streets, you see people walking on the streets, and you see the poverty. Sorry, it's not a perfect heaven as you're trying to betray.
It is less than India.
No, India is vast. You cannot compare a large
That's
country.
what I said.
It's like
there is no comparison.
You cannot compare
We can't.
England
I think there are many
with
different
America.
parameters.
We can't.
But poverty is one of them.
Poverty is everywhere.
Yes,
but Pakistan is not the richest
No,
country on
it's
the
not.
planet.
Poverty is everywhere, but the level is different everywhere.
Yes, the level is different.
However, if you see, I think the problem with journalists from Pakistan, and I'm going to say this openly.
Yes.
I watch some of the channels, and there's no discussion on anything that matters. You've got the cookery, you've got certain things, but there's nowhere where they say, yes, we are at fault. This needs to be improved. I never see that.
Yes,
But I think I
Do
would like
you
to
want?
I think
I want to.
Nita ji, do you want to say them this, or you think this is the real problem?
I want to tell them this, that this is the problem. You see, we can always say that India, yeah, but India has the largest Muslim community.
We never said
Okay,
that.
you have 2-3 questions. Let me ask them. सुंदर जो आप बताएंगे कि जो डेवलपमेंट पाकिस्तान की नेताजी ने कहा कि कोई नहीं हुई, वो बताएंगी, और हेल्थ पे डॉक्टर साहब से हमने इनका इनपुट लेंगे, चूंकि ये इनका
I saw a program. There was a gentleman who saw a line and blessed that in journalism, because we're also learning and we can only go by what we're shown. There was a line of poor people while the rich were taken in the background. I don't remember the guy's name, but as I said,
there is a poverty in Pakistan.
as I said,
Nobody can deny that.
But
Yes.
you don't see it. You don't talk about how to better it. All you talk about is
I would like
India.
to disagree. I think
Before Sundar start on that, नीता जी मैं आपको एक फैक्ट बताता हूँ. रिसेंटली पाकिस्तान ने बहुत से सिटीज में शेल्टर होम शुरू किए हैं.
बहुत ज़्यादा, बिल्कुल.
And I think Imran Khan की government और what जो initiatives कर रहे हैं, I think that's the biggest proof that the government that we have now are taking rapid measures to resolve issues like water की cleanliness, be it the prices of the flour, हर चीज़ पाकिस्तान में जो महंगाई गरीब आदमी के लिए, I think the current
it's happening now. 70 years of independence. Why wasn't it?
I disagree with
Don't
that.
blame India for this, please.
I would like to disagree with this. There have been
please
programs,
don't blame India.
but
If you don't have tolerance, how you can improve the relations?
You can. I'm
You
just
don't
saying.
have tolerance.
The
How you can improve the
The
relations?
tolerance starts when you accept.
I just
that
call
this is
India.
where we're
Well,
coming
we are here in harmony, not in hegemony, please.
पाकिस्तान में डेवलपमेंट
There is no
हो रही है
tolerance.
and it's been going on, but yes, उसमें पाकिस्तान पाकिस्तान में we need to spend more on education. I think the current government acknowledges कि हमने कहाँ पे deficit किया है, and they're being very honest about it. At least that's, I think, a very positive measure. I think जो previous governments हमारी रही हैं पाकिस्तान में, they have focused on some, I think they haven't really focused on the right things. I think जो journalists पाकिस्तान के हैं, I think हमारा जो मीडिया प्लेटफॉर्म है, ये मैंने पहले भी एक दफ़ा बात की थी, it's doing really well in terms of challenging things in Pakistan. And yes, अभी I think journalists are asking questions. I think they are looking at different be it child killing, child rape. Yes. There are many issues that are being discussed. Politics is a huge thing in Pakistan, yes, but हमारे I think media industry बहुत develop हुई है since Musharraf. I think I don't want to take that blaming both sides.
I agree with you.
But I want to.
We should not.
But I want to analyze these issues and I want to understand कि हम इस क्या किस तरह I guess क्या issues हैं, क्या differences हैं जो आप कह रही थी कि differences हैं. I do agree differences हैं culturally, religiously, लेकिन we did live harmoniously. और जो beef का issue है, पहले ये नहीं होता, recent times में ये बहुत
नहीं, लेकिन पहली killing हुई वो इस घर की वजह से हुई थी, लेकिन आप जहाँ से ये डिस्प्यूट स्टार्ट हुए.
लेकिन अगर हम 1947 से पहले देखें, उस वक्त जब रह रहे थे ये इशू नहीं था, हार्मोनियस थे, लेकिन उस वक्त of course Muslims, like I said, felt
but they were minority Muslims at that time.
Yes, उनको identity एक two-way process होती है, जहाँ पे if I say I am this and you perceive me differently, और मैं फिर मेरी identity affect. So अगर Muslims were feeling discriminated, वो react तो करेंगे, और या leave it not just Muslims, अगर Hindus भी Sikhs Buddhists, so वो I think
they are minority in Pakistan, तो उनको भी यही फीलिंग
I think उनकी identity, एक religious identity उनकी वो फिर identity बन गई because of the way they felt treated. But I think ये beef का issue recently बहुत flare up हुआ है, and I do think इसमें BJP का
नजरिया में जो आप religious और cultural जो आप differences रखते हैं, उसमें सबसे पहले ये issue हुआ.
नहीं, लेकिन ये पहले इतना highlight नहीं है,
जबकि इसको flare up किया.
नहीं, अभी आजकल ये minor नहीं है.
Are we here to find a solution?
Yes, we should.
Let's see what are the differences at the moment.
I don't feel that. I don't think that we're going to improve things if we think of as I said, my parents suffered. They came from Pakistan.
Everybody
they had
suffered.
a worse time.
Yes.
And my mother was pregnant. Enough.
Yes.
It was not. We didn't want partition.
Anita ji,
but a normal man on the street did not want partition.
modern age में जो solution है ना, वो solution ये नहीं कि बस जी छोड़ें और चलो जी सुलह करो जी, चलो जी, ये नहीं है.
It's not that.
It is much more.
Sit on the table.
Absolutely, and say
discuss the problems
both sides to
and
sit and
find out the solutions.
I think it's about the factors of differences.
We are talking in very good manners, decent manners.
We do have to look at the differences to be able to see कि इसका solution क्या है. I think I think कि इसमें yes, social movements बहुत important हैं. I think लोग बहुत drive करते हैं, लेकिन I do think कि ये political, ये ऊपर macro level पे इस पे हमें resolution करनी पड़ेगी. I think like Tony Blair जैसे और Northern Ireland में गए, उन्होंने उस issue को resolve किया. आई थिंक हमारे प्राइम मिनिस्टर्स को इसकी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी लेनी पड़ेगी. ये कब तक इस तरह के लोग मरते रहेंगे जम्मू एंड कश्मीर में, आज़ाद कश्मीर में? आई मीन आई लुक एट दोज वीडियोस एंड इट मेक्स मी ट्रेम्बल कि क्यों इतनी वायलेंस हो रही है. एंड लाइक आई सेड, आई थिंक अब कश्मीर को एक सेपरेट कंट्री बन जाना चाहिए. आई डू थिंक दैट दे आर सफरिंग.
कश्मीर इज इंडिया, will always be India.
That's my view.
It is part of India.
First of all, अगर आप देखें tolerance का,
it is tolerance. I have a view like you have, and I respect your opinion. But Kashmir will always be a part of India.
But I think it's making relations worse.
Please do not talk about just the Kashmiri Muslims. There are Kashmiri Pandits. They have a right to say they've been pulled out of Kashmir. I am sorry. They have been pulled out of India, and that is unacceptable. A lot of my friends are Kashmiri Pandits who have lost their homes. I'm not blaming anybody. They have a right, and they want to stay as part of India. So either we split Kashmir up in two, or if Pakistan really wants to interfere, why don't they have a bit of Kashmir? Get that independent. Let's see how it goes. It's easier to tell somebody else.
एक चीज आप सारे भूल रहे हैं, जब आप कश्मीर की बात करते हैं, आप सारे उसमें भूल रहे हैं कि कश्मीर पे चाइना का भी क्लेम है.
जी बिल्कुल, एक ऊपर जो रीजन है 20% चाइना ओन करता है.
Part in Pakistan as well. Pakistan feels so tolerable and so
अनिता मैडम, उसका क्या करेंगी आप? जो चाइना का है,
I said Kashmir is part of India.
Okay.
And that is my final statement.
That's
I will
your final
always
statement.
stay
Or
part
what
of
about
India
the-
But I would like
I
to say
support
here-
the Kashmiri pundits and the Muslims who want to stay.
But I would like to say here that the Kashmir issue is a major
It's
major.
nothing.
It's a major issue.
It's
No, no,
not a
no, no.
major issue in Pakistan.
no.
and-
Well, what is the major issue?
No, there are
What is the major
Muslims-
issue
there are
in
Muslims
Pakistan?
in Jammu and
What is the major issue?
All we hear, I'll tell you one thing, I went canvassing and this wonderful gentleman said to me,
Where did you go?
canvassing jab election the na,
Convince.
so one gentleman said, Anita, what about Kashmir? I said, let me tell you, Vaisa, if you're going to vote for me on Kashmir while you live here and there's Kura out there, and as a councillor, that is my responsibility. As far as I'm concerned, as you from Pakistan feel passionate that Kashmir should be part of us, and many
Yes, of
times I've
course.
heard,
It should be.
then I will state that Kashmir is and will always
Yes.
will
Well,
be, and I see the future as part of India, and those who wish it to be free, then please give the path and
It's not in
Pakistan
our
freedom
hands.
first.
It's not
Well,
in
I
our
think-
hands.
I
It's
think
not
इसमें-
in your
इसमें
hands.
बहुत-
It is
Put your
together.
money where your mouth is and say the part
think-
of Kashmir who is attached to Pakistan, azad hai from today. And
I think-
then I will back down and say, let's talk about it.
I think we are forgetting a very important part in this कि 1957 में जब इंडिया ने कश्मीर को अपना accession में ले लिया, India had actually, while signing that agreement, said that we will give the people the right to vote in Kashmir. वो कभी भी नहीं
in
हुआ.
UN.
That has never happened, and that is, I think, is a violation of the human rights of the people of Kashmir. Now, my view is that I think कि अब it's been over 70 years, and I think अभी तक जिस issue को पाकिस्तान और इंडिया दोनों नहीं बैठ के resolve कर सके, and it's clearly causing so much violence and an uprising on both sides, and abhi jo February mein events हुए बालाकोट के, it's been the worst in since 1971. So I think my view is that I think those people should be given a right to vote and decide कि उनको independence चाहिए या they should be given.
They don't need any right to
Well,
vote.
I
As
disagree
every
with
other
that.
Indian,
I
they have a
respectfully
right.
disagree with that.
Yeah, I agree
At
with you.
least
I
they
totally
need-
agree.
they need-
They are part of India.
they
They
need
have
the
a
right.
voting system.
I think we should also.
Then do you agree that
Yes.
Pakistan should have
No.
those people
Okay.
should
Let me ask you.
No.
That's what you say.
You don't want
That
to
is what
listen.
you-
But I
don't want to listen.
I think you're
actually.
speaking on
Let me
behalf.
ask you one question, Anita ji.
Yes.
Let me ask you one question.
Absolutely.
Okay. According to you, Kashmir is the integral part of India.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Is it
I'm
final?
saying an
Is it-
integral part of
Rubina ji,
Pakistan.
that's one. Is it final?
Yes.
कोई इसमें ये फ्रंट बैठ तो नहीं
कोई
है?
नहीं है।
इसमें-
अच्छा, तो
इसमें
फिर
अगर-
वहाँ पे जो है ह्यूमन राइट्स की वायलेशन क्यों आप कर रहे हैं?
So इसमें अच्छा.
What
sorry.
about human rights of people of the
No.
Kashmiri pundits? No.
हाँ,
You should
हाँ, बिल्कुल,
answer
बिल्कुल,
that.
हाँ जी.
What about the people that come from Pakistan
Yes.
to instigate ladai jagre? As I said, the Kashmiri women should join together and say, no, our kids, whether you're Hindu, Muslim, Sikh, Isai, enough is enough. We are an integral part of India.
Like this
Why would
gentleman
you?
you
Why?
can't say.
I want,
Let
there are many
Rubina ji answer.
Pakistanis who want part of Punjab from Pakistan to be that part should also be
I think
Khalistan. Will you give it?
I think we
There are
cannot.
many Khalistanis, people
Yeah.
from whose Gurdwara are
Yes.
in the Punjab who
Yes.
said, right, give us
the
one
Sikhism is all in Pakistan.
No. Well, that's it. Are you willing to give
Yeah,
those
we can ask you
Khalistanis
that you can give.
Punjabi? Are you going to give?
I think we
you are
cannot.
giving us-
I think we cannot. I think we cannot negate one bad with another bad. So I
Sorry.
disagree with this logic.
No,
First
no,
of all,
it's very
secondly,
logical, I'm
जब
sorry.
1947
This
में
is
जब
stubborn
partition हो
answer.
रही थी,
No, it's not stubborn.
1947 में partition
I am
हो रही थी.
listening.
So
But
उस
where you're
वक्त जो
wrong, I have to say you're wrong.
जहाँ पे जब 1947 में पार्टीशन हो रही थी, उस वक्त जिस लाइंस पे पार्टीशन हुई कि मुस्लिम majority
Majority
states,
rule
so उस वक्त we all know that Kashmir was a Muslim majority state, but yes, the leader Maharaja Hari Singh was Hindu, and उस वक्त Muslims some Muslims in Kashmir feared that they didn't want to be a part of India, and there was an uprising, and the Maharaja जो उन्होंने उस वक्त उनको quash किया, there were about 200,000 killings. So ये उस वक्त से Muslim majority state में उसमें I'm not saying all of them
नहीं तो
wanted
उसी
to
हिसाब से
vote,
जुम्मन और हैदराबाद भी फिर
vote कभी नहीं हुआ.
जुम्मन और हैदराबाद भी
जी.
फिर हमसे लेना वो फिर उनके जो राजा थे वो आते फिर पाकिस्तान में.
All I'm
वो फिर
saying is
करते
that I
हैं.
think it's the right of the people of Kashmir.
Yes,
I don't think
definitely it's
Pakistan
right
can
of
say it, and I
people.
don't think India can say it. I think we are speaking on behalf of people who have
Can we go
a
back
voice
to
of their own.
This is a very
उनकी अपनी voice है.
emotional.
Yes, why we are discussing
Whichever way
Kashmir
of the
issue.
line you stand, it is emotional because you feel that
But
passion for
we-
your country. Now let's move away from Kashmir because this is isn't a
Yes,
discussion
this
about
is a dispute.
Kashmir.
I know,
I was talking about
It's not a
differences,
dispute.
not the
You
dispute.
say it's a dispute. I don't
No,
say it's a
I
dispute.
don't
So
say.
let's talk about how we can. You see, when we have cricket match,
Yes.
yes, we don't think will the best team win. We get passionate. Okay, India, Pakistan, and you know what? I was amazed that India-Pakistan cricket matches are full. They're packed out.
Packed out.
This emotion, this hatred against each other for some reason, and I want to pass that. I want to see that vision. I want to see India and Pakistan
Level like a friends.
deal with the problems. Deal with the problems, whether it's the Indian border or Pakistani border, whatever people saying half the things you listen to you don't believe. But I want them to come to an agreement that yes, we're going to live in peace, whether people are coming from that side or from this side, enough. Enough.
Okay.
And if we talk about the past, we talk about Kashmir, we have just bringing emotions up.
But I think it is an
I-
emotional
no,
topic
no, no,
because
it
no,
isn't.
I think we are as a people
We were-
emotional,
this
and I
isn't
don't
about-
think.
this is
I
not
don't
about
think we should
Kashmir,
shy
and I
away from
don't-
talking
I'm-
about the topics because I think solution
Invite
to
me
hogi
when
nahi.
the topic is Kashmir. This isn't a topic about.
Yes, but it's one of the big
no,
disputes
isn't.
between.
It
It's
isn't.
one of the
It is
big
part of
disputes.
the problem.
It's
It
one
is-
of the
it is no
problems.
problem.
We can talk
It
about the
only
water
seems a
dispute.
problem from the Pakistani side. It doesn't seem a problem from the Indian side. I don't see it.
Well, I think Kashmir mein
you
jitne
can't
zyada
move the
bhi-
discussion like this
Ask
way.
the
the
that-
number of
Kashmiri pundits.
the number of
What do you
military
know?
the number of military
Occupied
operation
in-
in Jammu and Kashmir is the
Yes.
one of the highest in the
And
world.
when-
So I don't think it's just that
And it was
Pakistani
the
have a
soldiers
problem.
when there was flooding who went out
But-
and saved lives. I'm sorry,
Look, I'm-
you are talking one side. You are talking one
I'm
side.
not taking any side.
you tell the
I'm not
second
taking
side.
any side.
I'm not taking
I'm not taking
sides.
any side. I'm
just
trying to
saying
raise an
that
issue which is a
Kashmir
major
is not an
dispute.
issue. As far as I'm
that's-
concerned.
Well, I think
Okay.
that's living in a
Let's talk
very.
about the-
Anita ji,
I think
that
that's
is
living-
your opinion. You say it's not an issue,
Kashmiri pundits,
and they are saying
no, what you see, they talking from a different standpoint. You should have had a Kashmiri pandit here to talk about how
Okay.
they feel about their homeland being either separatist or being divided into
There are
half.
so many
Sorry.
Kashmiri pundits
I think-
and
Why
other
did you call
pundits.
them?
No,
No,
there are
sure.
so many other pundits who are living in
Okay,
Pakistan.
I think-
who are living
I'm
in
sorry,
India.
I'm not going
They are
to
living in
discuss
different
Kashmir.
countries.
I am not going
They
to
are
discuss
also
You
Kashmir.
don't
happy.
have to, but we can
No,
because I think it's a
I-
major issue.
I
That
will.
is, but you know,
Okay.
I do think there are many other issues. जो अभी recently जो issues अभी India
अच्छा
में हैं.
हम कश्मीर को छोड़ के एक और बात करते हैं.
Yes, speak about
ये
something.
बताइए,
I will not
ये-
talk about Kashmir because
Okay,
again, can
लेकिन
you see the emotions?
No,
so
no, no,
how
we are
are
not
we going
emotional.
to solve a problem, please?
No,
How
we all
to
are-
solve the
we
problem?
all are in
But
emotions
you're
now.
emotional. I'm
No,
not
I'm not
emotional.
emotional.
I am
अच्छा
no,
ये
I'm not
बताइए.
First of all, I
Anita
want
ji,
to give you one answer about the journalist that you always see on the TV. Journalists, you can't say in a country that this journalist is talking about India all the time. These journalists and our Pakistan especially, they are passing through a very delicate or critical
Why?
time because
They're
our
journalists, they
situation.
should
No,
go for the
journalists are not. You can't say that journalists are the Pakistan. Journalist is
Okay.
not Pakistan.
So all the
there are
journalists
other
are
people
lies.
who are living there, who are struggling. If we are living in Pakistan with
Acha.
peace, why India doesn't want? Why they are insurging in Afghanistan? Why they are doing different
Why
politics?
is Pakistan doing it? Why is Pakistan involved? Let's move
No,
away. Listen,
you should not
please,
politicize the thing.
You have politicized it by
I am
mentioning
saying
these.
that we keep it separately.
Let's, as I
I'm
said,
saying-
you are saying all these things, but you are politicizing it. I'm not going
I'm
to
not.
be politicized.
I'm saying that things are
India and
politicized.
Pakistan, I tell you, half of these problems would be solved if we talked about these issues without this. And I tell
no.
you, that is very, very important.
There are many football matches in Liverpool and everywhere. They are very emotional. Their fans are
Yes,
very
I think
emotional.
they
don't
like
have like
They
India,
don't have-
Pakistan. They
but
don't
yeah,
have
look,
such-
they harm
being
each other.
created.
They don't harm
We
each other.
create
Socially,
But India and Pakistan are harming each other.
Yes,
They
the
are.
time has
They
come
are.
to stop.
I
And
think
to
so.
stop harming each other, you
They
should
have-
resolve the issues and
yes,
problems.
I do
With
think
this
that these are
temperament,
major
we can't
macro
achieve a target of friendship.
social issues. Like अगर हम societal level पे देखें, you know, I have Indian friends and I have Hindu friends and we have.
We all have.
We all
We all
have.
have.
So social level पे
He's
कोई.
my brother.
So social level पे नहीं है. लेकिन I do think we should not be. You know, I don't think we should close our eyes to the big factors. उसकी वजह से it's been over 70 years. We have some issues जो अभी तक नहीं resolve हुए और अभी तक, you know, I mean. yes, there are still issues in both countries, but we do come to a point जहाँ पे friction हो जाती है. India Pakistan की अभी February में हुई है, so I don't think we should close our eyes to this because हमें socially हम लोग बहुत अच्छे we can be friends, we can eat together, sit together. Cricket match पे भी एक festival की तरह का माहौल होता है, but I do think वहाँ पे भी but I do think कि वहाँ पे fans of course वो भी एक aggression आ जाती है.
बड़े charge होते हैं.
जी, लेकिन I do think कि these are two these are countries they were talking about और उनके ये issues जो हैं हमने we have to see कि इनके issue क्यों नहीं resolve हो रहे अभी तक, हम क्यों नहीं एक friendly harmonious क्यों नहीं वो air strikes क्यों हो रही हैं ये सारी इसके क्योंकि बड़े issues जो मैंने I think हम सब ने highlight किए हैं कि there are these issues and we do need the politicians to come together and resolve them, and if they're not, I think they're doing a very an appalling job if they're not being able to resolve it because it's costing human lives. So I do think
I totally agree. They have to sit across the table and say, okay, but we have to accept, yes,
both sides.
Both sides. We have to accept both sides. I'm not saying one side. Both sides have to accept that we have problems within our own country that is creating, and we should sort them out and say enough. And only then we'll move forward. Where Kashmir is, as I've told you, people will say that let's be part of Pakistan.
If we follow your formula,
yes,
and then there is no discussion, and there is no discussion.
So
if you say
yes,
the first part say no, Kashmir is the first on the agenda, and you say it's no issue.
I will say it's
then there is no discussion.
Prove to me Kashmir is a part of India or prove to me that Kashmir is not a part of India. Prove to me that the part which is in Pakistan is going to be liberated. Then we can discuss things.
I think, like I mentioned,
when it comes to Pakistan, you don't want to solve.
No, I'm just.
When it comes to India,
like I mentioned,
you can't solve.
That is why we can't solve it because you
allow
Pakistan
Kashmir to vote. Then will be decided.
Pakistan cannot
give the right to vote.
Balochistan have a whole
then give right to vote.
If they want to be with Khalistan,
so हमें जो कश्मीर के अंदर जो movements हो रही हैं, that does suggest कि वहाँ के लोग they're not happy.
Buhran sector, not the Punjab, not the Pandits. Sorry, not the Kashmiri Pandits.
नहीं कश्मीरी पंडित तो बड़े peaceful लोग हैं, वो तो चले गए वहाँ से.
No, they were chucked out, and a lot of them wanted to get back.
They've been chucked out.
Sorry, they were terrorized out of their house. No, I'm not saying what is not truth.
Okay, that's totally up to you. What I would like to say is there are different groups in Kashmir. I think we have to give them a right to vote.
Why are we discussing getting together then? What is the thing? If this,
how you can say that you said that
Kashmir doesn't belong to Pakistan. That is the end and the beginning of all.
Okay.
I think talk about anything else. Sorry, there is no issue.
अच्छा नहीं, इसका कोई logic तो बताएं ना.
There is no ideal situation.
I don't understand
this
patriotism. I don't understand this. Kashmir part of Pakistan.
This is
it is not a part of Pakistan. Why do you feel? Why do Pakistan?
Can I please say something? अभी जो हमारा recent episode of India Pakistan का जो हुआ है February में हुआ है, उसका cause क्या था? उसका cause यही था कि वहाँ पे जो कश्मीर cause था, उसके बाद air strike. So I think we are being very naive and closing our eyes to the that's going into denial. That's going into denial. We need to address these issues. And I think कि वहाँ पे पंडित हों, हिंदू हों.
अच्छा रीता जी, वहाँ पे आप एक जो
आप बहुत ज़्यादा इमोशनल हो रही हैं.
I am emotional.
Yes, but I think overly. I think हमें इस चीज़ को बहुत.
You say why I'm emotional because I think of the death. I think of the destruction. Politicians, what politicians know. What let me say this. I see what politicians are doing to human beings. मरना तो सबने है, but why do human beings have to suffer and die.
That's what
because
Kashmiris are suffering.
We want Kashmir.
Yeah, that's
we
what-
want
no.
this. No, enough.
Kashmiris are
Kashmir
suffering,
will-
actually.
You say,
Yeah.
are you from Kashmir?
But I would like to ask you a
Okay, doesn't
question.
matter. You must be a certain part of Kashmir.
But
Ask a
I
Kashmiri
just have
Pandit
one question.
who would
I
sit
just
and
have
say
one.
no.
I have one question. I have one question.
They don't have any
Okay,
right.
okay.
You don't have
India
any
is the
right.
India.
You have as much
I
right
have
as
one
they have.
question to you. India
they
is
don't
the
have
largest
right to
democracy in the world, and it claims to be, you know, a largest democracy. So, अगर उसमें एक part of Jammu and Kashmir, if the
Why?
people want to vote, why they're being
Why?
denied that right to vote?
Why?
So, being a democracy, you should be able to give them that right.
अच्छा,
Because
अनीता जी,
democracy,
let me ask you one
Kashmiris have to
question.
live in peace.
मैडम अनीता, मैडम
Yeah.
अनीता,
I think you're not
49 में शायद जब
That's what you think, but you're on the other side of the line.
नेहरू साहब जब गए यूएनओ में
disagree.
कि हम इसको जो है ना आप इसका कोई मसला हल करवाएं, अभी हमने इसको टेक ओवर कर लिया
Mr.
है
Nehru caused half the problems. Had certain things not resolutions been passed, this problem would not have been created. And we all know, and I'm not going to say now what the issues were. However, Kashmir will always be a part of India.
When you say always, what do you mean by always?
That's the
As far
problem.
as I
That's
can
exactly
perceive.
the problem.
No, what do you mean always?
I'm saying it.
Statements
I
like this
don't
are
mind.
exactly the root cause of the
The
problem.
root
Yes.
cause
Because
is
आप democratic country हो के उन लोगों को right नहीं दे रहे कि वो vote करें.
No, what do you mean by always?
Yeah, all we talk about when we talk about
तो फिर
Pakistan, India's Kashmir.
अच्छा always तो
we
जो
have nothing else.
This
to
is not
discuss.
representing democracy.
Are
This is
the
not.
Kashmiri pundits, are they being recommended? Are they being?
they are the Kashmiris, the Pandit are the Kashmiris.
They are. So therefore,
Let them-
you should have
What about the
Let them
Muslims that
vote.
have been killing-
You
killing?
are a Kashmiri Muslim,
Yes.
I presume. So where is the Kashmiri Pandit?
No, why
balance? So we
Muslims
see
are
that
being killed
emotion.
there throughout 70 years, every day, so many
So
killings.
Yes, so many
अगर
pundits have been
अगर
killed
अगर हम
and-
यहाँ पे ये
and
सारा इशू नहीं हल कर पा रहे तो वहाँ क्या करेंगे?
You wanted to discuss it.
I don't want. You started
I think
Kashmiri
I did
Pandit.
not. Of course.
I don't know
You
them.
started with Kashmir and you say
We
yes. Of
are
course
on
I did.
friendship mode.
Correct. देखिए इश्यूज तो हल करने हैं ना.
Let me tell you, you say you're
लेकिन
in
अगर हम
friendship
इसको
mode. I can say
mode.
things very nicely.
हाँ जी.
Magar,
देखिए.
behind that little flicks of hatred, which
Which-
I have seen from you, I'm sorry.
Okay.
You talk about Pakistan, but you talk nicely. I
Let
don't.
me talk
I
at
am a
least.
visionary, and I see things with
At
great
least
passion.
let me talk. Can I talk, please?
Yeah, but please don't talk about Kashmir.
I will be obliged.
You can't stop anybody talking.
Anybody to talk. Tolerance, tolerance.
We are free to talk about
Tolerance
anything.
of different views.
If you can't tolerate
democracy.
How other people can tolerate?
They're
And
talking
While
about-
you
they
lived
don't
in
talk about
England,
जब तक
you
Northern
could
Ireland का
They-
issue नहीं
they
resolve
lived in
हुआ
don't talk
England.
about Kashmir.
Okay,
all
जब
they
तक-
talk about is
जब तक-
नहीं, अनीता जी, ये नहीं तरीका क्या आप-
development in India. That's all they talk about.
So, in other words, you are saying that there is no friendship mood and mood.
No, you are wrong. You
Then-
do not want friendship. Hence, you
How
bring
we
up
can-
these
how we
topics.
can.
Sorry.
No, I think we do want a
No, you
solution.
don't.
That's why we
Yes.
bring up these
Solution,
topics.
but only your
That's
solution.
why we
Please talk.
returned
my
Abhinandan.
solution.
हमने अभिनंदन
With
इसीलिए
all due
वापस भेज
respect,
दिया
लेकिन
था
हम सबके अपने solution हम
कि
सबको
हम
सुनने
फ्रेंडशिप
चाहिए.
चाहते हैं. हमने अभिनंदन इसीलिए वापस भेज दिया था कि हम फ्रेंडशिप चाहते हैं. We always move forward. हम step forward होते हैं. We call. I
And you end
really
up with still talking about Kashmir.
no. We
ये बात करने में तो कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं ना, बात करने में
कश्मीर की आवाम
मुझे ये बताएं.
अच्छा,
मोदी
इसमें
साहब मोदी साहब का ये जो सेकंड हुआ है ये
Election.
इलेक्शन
जी
आप कभी उनकी डिटेल पढ़ें. ही डिजर्व्स दैट. उस बंदे ने इतनी ज्यादा प्रोग्रेस की है. उसने इंडिया के लिए इतना कुछ किया
Yes, he-
कि रियली ही डिजर्व्स दैट. आई ओपनली से. सिमिलरली we have our new Imran Khan,
So what has he done?
and he
is doing
just have
things. He is
8-9
doing
months, 7-8 months. In 7-8 months, he is just
So you can't
starting from
compare
the
Imran
roots.
Khan to Modi right now.
No, we can't compare.
Yes.
There is no
It's like
comparison. He has
अभी
a
timeline ही बहुत short है.
timeline short है. Secondly, he is just it's a new government. Thirdly, we are not a stable government process. हमारा तो पूरी हिस्ट्री आप देखें हम कितना अनस्टेबल रहे हैं. हमारा कोई प्रोग्रेस मोड ही नहीं हुआ. अब आके अगर ये इमरान खान ने शुरू किया, सबसे पहले उसने हेल्थ पे इतना काम किया है. उसने इतने हॉस्पिटल्स पे काम किया है.
Corruption बंद की उसने.
करप्शन पर इतना काम किया है. उसने एजुकेशन पे इतना काम किया है. 8 महीनों में आप इतना कितना एक्सपेक्ट कर सकते हैं. और अभी भी डे एंड नाइट उसका इसी पे चल रहा है कि एक एक डिपार्टमेंट को ही इज चेकिंग हिमसेल्फ, ही इज डूइंग हिमसेल्फ फ्रॉम द बिगिनिंग, ही इज डूइंग हिमसेल्फ। पुलिस हमारी इतनी बेटर हुई है, हमारा जुडिशियल सिस्टम इतना इम्प्रूव हुआ है हमारे, तो अभी हमें तो आप थोड़ा सा आगे बढ़ा दे ना, अभी तो हमने टेक ऑफ करना है। और अभी हम वी आर नॉट इन दैट स्टेज कि हम कहें जी हम इंडिया से ये करें, हम फलां मुल्क से करें। हमारी तो स्टेज अभी अपने प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व करने की है। हम तो कंपेयर कर ही नहीं सकते आपसे। यू आर अ बिग कंट्री, वी आर जस्ट इन आवर लिमिटेड रिसोर्सेज, वी आर डिफरेंट टाइप ऑफ कंट्री। हमारे मसाइल और हैं, आपके मसाइल और हैं। हमें अपने तरीके से अपने आप को संभालना है। हमें तो अभी बहुत सी चल के आगे जाना है।
So why are you worried about Kashmir then?
We are worried about Kashmir because हम यहाँ पे आज जो टॉपिक है वो इंडिया पाकिस्तान रिलेशन, हम किस तरह इम्प्रूव कर सकते हैं, हम किस तरह रिजॉल्व कर सकते हैं। और जो अभी बहुत रीसेंट इशू हुआ है फरवरी में, इट्स रिलेटेड टू द कश्मीर इशू, जो पूरी अटैक हुआ, फिर उसके बाद बुरहान वानी की जो डेथ हुई, और उसके बाद प्रोटेस्ट, राइट्स, एंटी पाकिस्तान, एंटी इंडिया, दोनों साइड्स पे प्रोटेस्ट हो रही हैं। सो इसलिए हमने इस टॉपिक के बारे में बात किया। हालांकि but there are 4-5 issues, you know, there's been the East Bangladesh issue, there's been the water dispute, the Sachin issue, लेकिन हम लेकिन हम exactly Sir Creek है, अगर हम current issue को देखें जो सबसे ज़्यादा you know violence और friction create कर रहा है, that is the Kashmir issue, unfortunately. और इसलिए that's why.
Okay, let's make Anita happy.
I'm always happy.
Okay.
Have you
अच्छा, अभी इंडिया जो है, इंडिया चाह रहा है कि पाकिस्तान हमें वो रास्ता दे कि हम सेंट्रल एशिया तक अपनी ट्रेड कर लें,
तो through Pakistan.
थ्रू, और तो कोई रास्ता नहीं जाने के लिए। वैसे तो जब पाकिस्तान ने और ईरान ने वो अपनी फ़ज़ाई हदूद बंद की, तो इंडिया को अफगानिस्तान जाने के लिए इतना ही सफ़र करना पड़ता है जितना अमेरिका जाने के लिए करता है। तो आपके पास जो इंडिया के पास रास्ता है सेंट्रल एशिया जाने का, थ्रू पाकिस्तान है। तो उस पे क्या कहेंगे आप? पाकिस्तान को रास्ता दे देना चाहिए?
I don't know. I have very little knowledge on that, so I cannot comment. But as I said, we have to find ways that we're similar, not what motivates us. And you may talk silently or with passion. It motivates us towards hatred and division. Let's think of what we get together. What are our similarities? Put Kashmir, because we'll never agree on that. Well, let's see what the future holds. Yes. To me, it is not an issue at this point, because what the future holds.
I disagree with that. I disagree with the fact that if I was a politician, this would be my first priority in Pakistan, to resolve the Kashmir issue, because, and I do think इसमें resolution हो सकता है. I completely disagree with that mindset. We can agree to disagree. You know, so
what about
you know, both countries are pulling Kashmir from different ends for their own gains. So you know, इसमें उनको right देना चाहिए. So I do think one of the main issues is
Pakistan is also.
Yes, I never said कि it's only India. Pakistan
both total.
That's what I wanted to hear.
Yes.
Total.
I'm not
total India.
So
I'm being objective here.
If we think that there's only a Kashmir issue, then it can never be resolved.
If
Then
What can be resolved?
for the next generations, people are killed. So we see death.
हमने कभी नहीं सोचा था Imran Khan would be in power, right? So you know, we thought yes. So अगर if he is in power, then I do think कि ये भी एक दिन आ सकता है that we will come to a resolution. And I would like to add, yes, Pakistan is also using Kashmir for its gains. वहाँ पे भी violence है, आज़ाद कश्मीर में भी. I mean, I think you know, I think the water issue बहुत important है कश्मीर.
Very important.
कि Indus Valley जो वहाँ से गुजरती है.
तो आप देखें ना कि किस तरह हम सफर कर रहे हैं.
तो मेरा पॉइंट सिर्फ ये है कि उनको वोट दें, एंड यू नो इस इशू को रिजॉल्व करने से इंडिया पाकिस्तान की फ्रिक्शन टू अ लार्ज एक्सटेंट आई थिंक
कम हो जाएगी. 2 मिनट बचे हैं. रुबीना जी आप दे दें फाइनल इनपुट कि क्या वे फॉरवर्ड क्या है जो रास्ता मांग रहा है इंडिया?
सबसे पहले तो टॉलरेंस है. ठीक है, हम दोनों को टॉलरेंस जो है वो शो करनी पड़ेगी. वन साइडेड कभी भी रिजॉल्व नहीं होता कोई भी काम, और हमेशा आपको मिल के चलना पड़ता है. आपको अच्छे हमसायों की तरह हर एक को एक दूसरे को टॉलरेट करना पड़ता है, एक दूसरे की साथ मिल के चलना पड़ता है. ये नहीं हो सकता कि वन साइडेड आप करें. वन साइडेड कभी भी कोई भी सक्सेस नहीं होती. सो वी आर ऑलवेज मूविंग फॉरवर्ड, और वी ऑलवेज होप कि हम इंडिया के साथ बहुत अच्छे हमारे रिलेशनशिप.
चले मुझे क्विक देन फिर फिर अनीता से भी लेना है।
जी बिल्कुल।
वन लाइनर प्लीज।
Yes, I think कि to resolve issues we should look at the big issues. 5-6 issues हैं, लेकिन उसमें से I think the Kashmir issue is a major issue जिसको the heads of the country have to sit together and decide that we need to resolve this.
थैंक यू। अनीता जी
Kashmir will always be a part of India. What's
नहीं वे फॉरवर्ड क्या है? वे फॉरवर्ड
The way forward is that first of all we have to decide that stop the killing. We don't want
Yeah,
once
in
we
Kashmir.
say
Everywhere,
once we say-
everywhere.
not just
Everywhere.
Kashmir, all the borders.
Muslims are being
So let her finish now.
It's not a Muslim-Hindu issue. We, you know,
No, no,
let's
it's
go
not, it's
beyond,
not.
beyond
Ji,
that
ji,
level of
final,
vision.
time,
The final
time.
vision is peace at all cost. We don't
And
want our
everywhere.
fathers, our mothers, fathers, our sons, our
Brothers and everywhere.
brothers to
Yes.
die. For God's sake,
Stop
be like
dying.
Northern
Ji.
Ireland, join hands, women of India and Pakistan, say enough is enough.
थैंक यू डॉक्टर सुंदर, संगीता कपूर, डॉक्टर रुबीना हुसैन, थैंक यू वेरी
Thank
मच।
you
आप
very
सब
much.
आए।
It's been a pleasure.
अब यहाँ पे जो मुअज़्ज़ज़ ख़वातीन हैं इन्होंने इस बात पे इत्फाक़ किया है कि हमें टॉलरेंस पैदा करनी चाहिए आपस में और डायलॉग जारी रखने चाहिए। इजाज़त दीजिए, फिर मिलते हैं। बाय बाय फॉर नाउ।